Felix just jump on while we're about.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER. Yes, you're watching GEEKCASTER. I'm Michael 7 Michael. And we have today in our studio
Dayveonne, no brain, Bussey.
Corey Davis.
Ray Felix, the notorious.
Love it.
Yes, you're watching GEEKCASTER. Everything sci-fi-fantasy and geek culture. So we have the Bronx Heroes / Women in Comics creator Ray Felix. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
So this is great.
Good to be back. It's good to be back.
Yeah, you haven't been on the show for a while, man.
It's been 2 years. I believe
Wow.
it's 2 years. When you had that, your Brooklyn Elmo, you know.
It's been 2 years? It's been 2 years already? Sheesh.
Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. So, all right, so let's start out with what's up with, all your conventions, stuff that you're working on. And then we're going to talk about some trailers and some movies. Dayveonne, I like that text. I just got a little bit of the show that you said to watch, but we'll mention that later. And look who we have popped up, randomly destroying all the work I did, making nice little neat squares. The one and only, throw her underneath the bus, Phoenix. All right, fix your camera and your sound. We'll just keep going. Because yes, I threw everything up.
James Bond.
We are live, folks. Don't get it twisted. We are live. All right, so let's start it with what's going on with Bronx Heroes.
A lot of stuff. We went from doing nothing and then going like 100 miles per hour and doing everything. It's like, so we're doing the Batman birthday. It's a first annual Batman Day that, DC announced a Batman Day, which was celebrating the Detective Comics drop back in 1939.
Wow.
So I was just talking to a friend of mine, Athena Finger. She's the granddaughter of Bill Finger, the guy who co-created Batman. And about a year ago, I think it was during the pandemic, we were talking, or maybe before the pandemic, we were talking about doing a Bill Finger Foundation. And then like 2 years went by, and then, because of the shutdown and everything. And then I would just happen to walk into Poe Park, and then the new lady, Kathleen, Lucy was the old one, asked me if I wanted to do any events there. And I was like, you know what? Batman Day might be a good thing. So I just texted Athena, said, hey, we've been talking about doing a thing for the Bill Finger Foundation. Why don't we launch this here on Batman Day as being one of the first of many events? And since I helped them with the mission statement and so forth, when they're putting it together, they were like, okay, let's do it. So then we met in San Diego. We worked out some of the details. And then here we are. I came back to New York, went back to Kathleen, threw her some ideas that I was spitballing together with Athena, and now it's going to happen in 2 weeks.
So now we got Batman Day. It's happening for real.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
From now to infinity and beyond, we'll have a Batman Day in the Bronx.
No, it's going to be in the Bronx, right? Because Batman was actually created in the Bronx. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, and in Poe Park, where they used to hang out. So they used to loiter in the park, and that's where they created Penguin, Riddler, Joker, all that. So right in that spot where all the magic happened, we're going to be celebrating No Fingers Batman Day.
No,
Yeah,
when
we
is
got
that?
the real-
What's the date?
September 17th,
September 17th? Oh. Yeah.
Saturday.
Er,
And
I
honest,
know.
I would have did like not that issue of Detective 27, that date. I mean, a Batman Day, which would be cooler, I think would have been better in the summer, not September. But that's DC. They made that day. It's like-
And just to make an announcement, we do have a person that's a part of the Bat family, a part of our group.
oh, very nice.
We all
Oh,
like
her
Batman.
Batwoman.
Stop it. She's not. Fix your screen. Move back. Go shut her out. Fix
Yeah,
yourself.
Like a
Fix
pair of
yourself.
eyes. Like a
Yeah, fix
like a
yourself.
Ah, she's the female version of Bruce Wayne. What'd you expect?
Oh, Lord. Now, are you doing another Bronx Hero Con too?
Yeah, we're gonna plan to do a Bronx Heroes con coming up, but that'll be later, like in May. We're doing well, the ladies that when Women in Comics split, the ladies that were originally supposed to take it over, they've kind of like backpedaled a little bit because of life, like Laura Alvarez is having a baby, so that's a priority. Life happens. Linda Bonilla, who was going to help us assist the first one, she got now she became like a board of directors on the Bronx Council on the Arts. And Linda, way before Regine, was actually the ones that wrote us the grants for Bronx Heroes to happen and the Women in Comics. She's the one that actually advocated for it to occur to the higher ups, the board of members back then. So I thought it would be appropriate if she would, be the face of it. But everyone's an artist. We're all creative people, and life happens. Like even me,
So when, do we have any dates on that? The next Woman in Comics?
Yeah, it's gonna be very soon. It's gonna be Halloween weekend.
Okay, so the next official Woman in Comics that's going to be produced by you, the man that created Woman in Comics, will be in
Yes.
October.
That's correct.
Halloween.
October 29th.
Wow.
Yep. And twofer. We're gonna have two. This is like a ridiculous thing that we're doing, but like I said, I'm doing too much. So it's gonna be a comic convention, and then a Halloween party at night at a different location.
Wow.
So the Bronx Library Center will be the free event, where you have your vendors, your comic book people, our panels. We're gonna have Kat Gruenwald, who was Mark Gruenwald's widow, who he was the second Stan Lee after Stan Lee went to California, and then he took over too. And then we're gonna also have a bunch of people, but we're gonna have some really cool panels. Tom Siaka, we have some Marvel people in there, and some Women in Comics. We're gonna get some female celebrities to do a Women in Comics panel, and we're trying to keep it anonymous, where it's as far as trying to avoid the mistakes in the past. So
Okay.
trying not to make another monster.
Gotcha. No
We're
problem.
trying to get more. It's everyone. This is more like everyone, And I think it's fine that the ladies that life happens. They're busy right now. They can't collaborate. But Rika Takashima, she's a Japanese animator. She was one of the original Women in Comics. She's helping to promote it and stuff. She'll be there. But we're trying to gather like Aletha Martinez. She said that she would participate, but it's just a matter of just getting everyone on the right schedule. Aletha is doing Nubia right now with Wonder Woman, and she's doing all these signings.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
just
she's
stuff is
great.
going on.
Yeah.
But the Halloween party, the same night, but it'll be in Hunts Point. So we're going North Bronx, then South Bronx, and that's going to be a charge thing because it's a party. We're working with Bronxlandia, which is like a South Bronx organization in Hunts Point. They own a coffee shop called the Bronx, the Boogie Down Grind. They're a great coffee. They're basically like an independent. What Starbucks should be is community based. It's like
Right.
so. Majora and James, they're a husband and wife combo team. She runs this coffee shop. She grew up in Hunts Point. She wants to build. She came back from the neighborhood. She made her money, came back, and she's giving back to the community. So she does hip hop events. She does poetry jams in front of the coffee shop. During COVID, we did outdoor art shows in in cold weather. We were freezing our butts off, but we did it because we need to have an event. We just can't be locked in our apartments.
Right.
And now we're doing Hollywood. Hold on, I gotta get my charger. Oh, sorry.
So, I know, sidebar, we're planning on doing some comic book conventions this fall, too. I know we talked about ChemFest. Are we doing LibertyCon this year, or Big Apple, or? You guys have plans to go to any of those?
Sorry about that.
Maybe WinterCon.
Okay.
Cool.
You know,
plans
now that COVID is still there, but you know the cons are going in full effect. I'm definitely going to be going out a little bit more for sure. But I don't know any con that's not happening that doesn't normally happen. Oh, Ray, we were just saying that like LibertyCon, Big Apple, like all those the regulars, right?
Where's LibertyCon at?
LibertyCon is usually at a hotel near the 34th and 8th, somewhere around there. That's usually where they... Yeah. I don't think they had one last year because of COVID. But, everybody's going hard now. I mean, there's even new cons that have just popped up out of nowhere that people are going to. So... But the question was, do you guys have any plans on going to any of the cons this fall?
WinterCon is definitely because I'm bringing somebody that never been to an actual con.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be her first experience. So I'm like, okay, let me just get her to experience something different.
Okay.
No plans as of yet.
Yes, Gifted's con coming up. I'm definitely be there. Not as a vendor, but as an attendee.
Okay.
What's
and
it called?
ChemFest.
ChemFest.
Oh, ChemFest. I thought you said something. Phoenix, you
Just
gonna...
remember, ChemFest are the best. That's all. That's what you remember.
I'll likely check out Pittsburgh Comic Con, and I'll probably be out for CES in Vegas this year. That's in January, so technically next year.
Now, which one is CES? What is that about?
Consumer electronics show. So usually you have to be there as part of a media team or a vendor because it's a lot of premiering products. For example, I know a few years ago they had a helicopter kind of deal, but it was newer, premiering like a concept of Uber, but the helicopter version. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of interesting things to see there. I know they had robots, all kinds of stuff.
Now, Side Tech Bar, there's a whole bunch of legal paperwork being shifted around in California. Long story short, if everything goes through, there will be no more gas guzzling cars in California. You won't be able to purchase one. Like, it'll be illegal. Like, by 2035.
Yeah.
So
They should
you'll...
just give everybody an electric car.
It's probably going to be sooner than that because California is one of the strictest states when it comes to emissions.
Oh,
Right.
really? Wow.
Because it's very polluted. It's very polluted, especially LA and the inner cities and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you have a lot of eccentric people who have eccentric cars, and then they build those cars.
Mhm.
It adds to the smog epidemic, but they've been very harsh on.
Cars, they have the classic caddies and all that.
That's why whenever you buy car parts or anything, you see shipping everywhere except to California.
Oh, wow.
Like I'm really being really interested in getting a Tesla for some strange reason now.
Mhm.
I guess because of the gas prices. So it's like,
Tesla's on its way out, though.
what?
We'll see.
Tesla's on its way out. The competition has caught up, but that's a whole other conversation.
That's true. Ford is coming out with some. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lucid
Oh no!
We shall see. I mean, but there's a lot of
I'll
competition.
get an electric car. So Biden, they started giving out incentives so you can get rebates for buying electric cars. The government will give you a buyback, kind of like what we do with solar panels and stuff.
Mhm.
So wait for that. Hold out,
Oh, it's here. It's always been a part. So there are certain companies and certain vehicles that are higher than others.
So you think I should wait to get a Tesla, or should I just jump on it?
You should just
Wait
get
to
a
get a
car,
Tesla.
period. How about that? Just get a car.
Yes, right.
You
Wait,
know, shut up, Michael.
Just drive. How about that? Do you have a license?
Yes, I've been had my driver's license.
Oh.
I could drive. It's just that I refuse to drive a car into New York.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
So Phoenix, will they have more things like that too at that convention? Like environment-friendly things, or?
Likely. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. They have home appliances, vehicles, robots, software, hardware, all types of things.
Oh, so it's tech straight across the board.
Yes, I didn't attend, but I know there was just DEF CON in Vegas, which I think is like hacker focused. So that's my shtick, is like anything comp sci. We love that over here.
And this one, but CES is general technology, straight across the board. Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, fans,
consumer-
check that out. Check that out.
Do you guys use that NordVPN that you see advertised everywhere now when you go online? Like they have that whole
I've been using a VPN for years.
there are better VPNs other than Nord. Nord is just the one that hopped on the
Right.
influencer bandwagon to get
Yeah.
their name out. But it's not terrible. It's like the McDonald's of VPN. Like everyone has.
Yeah, I remember people used to use this other one called Something Surf. That was pretty big back in the early 2000s.
No, not Surfshark.
It was Surf something, I forgot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it.
Which one's the most affordable but still gives you a good protection?
Right now,
Yeah. Nord.
I mean, Nord is Nord with all the discounts. If you just want to get into
That
it.
was like a Nord commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just when they come back with that time to renew, like, I don't know if I want to pay you again.
I was about to say, Phoenix might have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I mean, it also matters like what kind of browser you use, because Google, they collect a lot of your information, your data, and then sell that to other companies, hence the AdSense and why it's so profitable. But if you're not a fan of having a large digital footprint, there's things like Cake, or you've probably heard of DuckDuckGo. So they sell less of your information.
So less, not, oh, wow.
None of you.
Yeah.
I never heard of Cake, but DuckDuckGo I heard of.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo.
There's plenty. They
So,
have emails that are privacy safe that you could sign up for, like what Hotmail used to be, and Yahoo. There are other email browsers that also do the same thing.
Proton. Heard of that one before.
Yeah.
What the heck?
DuckDuckGo.
Go. Oh.
yeah.
Whenever I search on my I have a Android Note. Whenever I go into the search bar, even though it's Google, I set it up to go through DuckDuckGo.
Oh. Okay.
So I would like to think.
Now, Phoenix, before the show, you saw something and you were like, what the hell is this? So I wanted to, and then I saw the trailer and I was a little, where are we going with this? And Corey, I think you saw this already. Them and They, right?
Them/they.
Them/they, which is a horror film.
Coming soon.
It's a horror
It is
film, right?
a horror film.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a horrible film.
So, Corey, did you like it? Yes or no?
I'm gonna do the Corey answer. I like what they tried to do. Was it a terrible film? It was not a terrible film. It was not a good film, but Ethan Hawke had some. Was it Ethan Hawke? Yeah, Ethan Hawke had something to do with the production. It was their take on modernizing gay conversion therapy camp for teenagers, and it just goes horribly wrong in all facets. And
Okay.
it was an interesting watch.
Now hold on, because I think you might have been the only one. Well, you just told everyone, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Ribs.
So, Phoenix, when you saw the trailer, you basically did a little emoji of cursing. So, what was it about the trailer that made you go crazy?
I want to go through this.
There's a few ways to interpret this trailer. One could look at it and say, oh, it's a social commentary of the real life horror that LGBT folk and non-binary individuals have to live through every day because they are marginalized and misunderstood. So there's that. But on the other hand, I don't like it's a homophobic trailer, but at the same time, it has non-binary and LGBT people as the focus. So it's kind of a contradiction. So I would say the only thing the trailer definitely did right is it was provocative.
That's the whole point of the film. And I'm sorry, it's they/them. And it's Kevin Bacon, not Ethan Hawke.
I didn't want to correct you, but I was like, isn't that Kevin Bacon? Okay.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon. I apologize.
You're probably thinking Black Phone, you know.
Yes.
So, I don't know if would you be giving away too much if you say what you thought they were trying to achieve? Actually, probably wouldn't.
No.
Okay, good.
It's a B movie at best. And it was an original Peacock production that you can watch on the Peacock app. And it's very, very forthtelling. They tell you exactly what they're going to do and what they're there for in the beginning. And the movie goes on. And there's little quips throughout the film. But as Phoenix said, it was provocative. There are every representation. There's gay, there's les, there's non-binary, there's trans. There's everyone is represented somehow in this film. And where they go with that is the horror element.
Okay. You're not going to say more? You don't want to... I don't think I'm going to watch it. Peacock, I'm not... I don't know. Especially
I was saying
after
that for anyone else.
Phoenix was so upset that I was like, I don't know. And then I watched it. I was just confused. Like, who's the hero? Who's the villain? Wait a minute. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird trailer. But I guess we'll talk off the air. So
I would say more horror suspense, but there is horror elements.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would we enjoy it at all or no? That's the bottom line.
Maybe.
Knowing how we are, we would watch it. Would we watch it again? Probably not.
I gotta look it up now.
Gotcha. Okay. I could dig that answer. Cool. I could definitely do that. So, Dayveonne mentioned this movie with Sylvester Stallone. It was interesting because it popped up. You know when you surf and you finish watching something, I'm like, what is this?
I came at the perfect time.
Yeah, what was the name of that?
It's a Mariner.
Samaritan, right?
Samaritan.
Yes.
He looks like Shaq Steele.
Yes, that's what I couldn't. Oh, that's the movie that was bugging me. Yes.
Okay.
What?
He was like it's Shaq, it's Steele too, basically.
No. I actually sat back and watched this film.
No, I'm saying like the way the costume looks, the mask.
I think
Yeah.
they're acting over how the costume designs was.
Is this what I sound like when I defend the film I watch?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
too.
exactly what you sound like. Really bad and not working. You're not convinced. But go ahead.
But realistically, the concept and the story is really good. Writing was very good. And Stallone, a person you don't think really is interested in superhero films, did a hell of a job.
He's grown to be a really
So-
good actor. I don't think people give him credit, especially the stuff that he's done older. I think is like,
Yeah.
wow, you know, there's depth to it. The little kid was great. I didn't see the whole thing, but the beginning, standard brother against brother, been there, done that. Costume, stupid, blah, 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 blah. The weapon, not that creative. But watching Stallone was good. At least where I got so far, watching him was enjoyable. And the little kid was really good. I mean, really,
Yeah,
now I
and
think
really-
about it, all the actors, again, I only got but so far into it. Not even a full quarter through. But the acting was good. The script, I don't know. But Dayveonne, you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got to the end, and it really brought out the whole sub-story aspect. So it's a major story within a sub-story. So pretty much in the film, they're trying to figure out if the hero is still alive, living and breathing.
What
I'm
was
not spoiling
different, in your opinion? What stood out to be original in this story?
The twist. What
Okay,
you find out at the end.
so that's it. So up until then, it's pretty standard, just cut and paste. And the reason why I
Correct.
asked that,
Like,
not
it's
doubting
standard,
it,
but-
because there's only but so many stories. Some people say there's only 7 stories. Like, there's only, whatever like that. So, but I do, and I'm really happy, Ray, that you're on here as a comic book creator, because you have to create stories all the time.
All the time.
How do all
I
of
haven't
you
seen the
feel
Samar-
of the? Say it again.
I haven't seen The Samaritan, but someone told me it reminded them of another movie about a garbage truck guy that was hiding, but similar. I forget the name of it.
Yeah. How do you
But go
guys
ahead, what was it?
feel with the sea of superheroes? That it's just like we're they're not even trying to be creative with it. It's almost like just cut paste. Or you're good with it. It doesn't bother you at all.
I wish there was a little bit more originality.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is something that we harp upon all the time. Make something original that is true to the original source. Like, there's nothing like saying you can do everything that we already know. Just do it in light of what was given to you.
Right.
I think
That
like
was
what
the
Judge
most
Dredd-
politically
like-
correct answer
Judge-
ever. Good.
I hate you.
Yoda.
Like Judge
You're the
Dredd-
Yoda of the group. I'm sorry. Hold on, Corey. Corey's like, well, intent good, yes. Like, what? What? Did you like it? Intent good, yes. No. That's the question. What? Like, Corey, what are you saying? What did you choose to say? Go ahead. Sorry, Ray.
No, it's okay. We're just jumping. I was saying, it's like,
You made him lose focus.
now I lost my thought. Like, what was I gonna say? No, like Judge Dredd, right?
Yeah.
It was a good movie, but if there was a Hong Kong movie about a cop who was trapped in the projects, and if you watch that movie, it's literally shot by shot, frame by frame. It's a total rip.
Wow.
I'll look it up. I'll try to remember it. But
That's
yeah, I
that's
remember
bad.
that when it came out, somebody posted that. Somebody from the Bronx, of course, because we always get them those DVDs on the street, these obscure movies. So I'll find out the title of it, but it was
But wasn't it like that